Morning everyone! Lunacid is a game that I already talked about on this channel, however the game is really fun and I wanted to make a review about it, so here it is. This game turned me into a man, I'm not even kidding. It's very fun to play, it's very spooky sometimes, but the game is just good. It's one of those games that just made me enjoy games again a lot. It made me excited to play and just made me excited to come back to the world of Lunacid. Let's start with combat. In this game you can cut off body parts of enemies that you find. You have melee and range attacks, magic, you name it, the fantasy stuff. The combat is really fun. You can charge your melee weapons. The magic system is kind of like in Oblivion, where you have a melee weapon or the range weapon that's always out, but you can cast magic spells despite the fact that you have a weapon that's already, in your hand. Combat is just very fluid, very fun, and I just can't praise it enough. It's very simple, but I think the simplicity of it is right because it's complicated. You just get a hang of it very quickly, and it's just really fun to go around. You have charge attacks, just the basic stuff. I really like the combat. Now let's get to the map design. Map design in this game is a lot like Dark Souls. The game is very spooky, as I mentioned previously. It's a game that I didn't know it will be spooky. And I think the part of the charm of the game, the reason why I started to really like it, is because it's a kind of a really just a horror-ish game. There are parts of the game that are really scary or spooky, but per se the mid-game of the game is actually pretty damn scary. I won't spoil anything, but long story short, there are no jump scares as far as I know. However, the game just has this atmosphere where you have to use torches and stuff to go around. Monsters are just scary looking, It's very interesting, especially because the game, has an old school PlayStation 1-ish kind of graphics. So when you play the game, you hear the ambient sounds, everything just clicks and it becomes very scary. It's very surprising for me because I don't play these kind of games. So playing something like that, it was a first-hand experience. And it just was really fun, actually. Very stressful, but actually very fun because of the combat, and just going through the whole game was just fun. I really liked it. The map design, as I mentioned, is a lot like in Dark Souls 1, meaning everything is kind of interconnected, so you can get from point A to point B without using teleport most of the time, and that's great about it. Another thing that's really great about this game is leveling. There are some weapons that you can level and essentially upgrade. It's a very simple system, but what I'm talking about is leveling of your character. You can level up your character. You have some stats, basic RPG stuff, nerd stuff. Let's be real here. However, leveling in this game is really satisfying and really fun. There is a huge difference between you being level 1 and being level 50. If you, for example, level up your speed, you'll be really fast, and all of these things where your levels actually matter, and it just makes it really fun to just even go through some fights that you don't have to do just for the XP, just so you can get stronger. I really like this. I was really surprised by how fun it was going from level 1 to level 50 and even higher levels because of the leveling itself. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the graphics. Game looks great. It's an old school kind of a style graphics, of course, but it just gets the job done, and it's just improves the atmosphere a lot. And because of the graphics, you can kind of run the game on anything basically, so that's very good. And yeah, the game is in early access, which means that the game isn't completed yet. However, I'm pretty sure the game is almost done. I've completed all of the main story and like the main stuff to do for the game, and some of the sites things, and I have almost 8 hours in the game, and I think I could spend another 8 hours minimum just by doing all of the side things to do. And also, if I decided to go for another playthrough, which I'm actually considering because the game is just fun, I think the game has a lot of replay value, is what I'm trying to get at. Overall, I'm excited for the full release, which hopefully will be very soon. Once the game fully releases, it will be definitely a huge recommendation. As of now, the game is very cheap. You can get the game for approximately 5 USD, which is very cheap for what you're actually getting. And overall, I highly recommend this game. I'm really kind of sad at one point that There are just not enough people talking about this game because it's really good. The game has a lot of positives, not that many negatives. That's really good. Speaking of early access, in terms of bugs and kind of just this unfinished feeling, during my playthrough encountered 2 bugs. One was where I couldn't progress because I was stuck in a coffin that I accidentally jumped to. And the second was that my controller stopped working, but that could be related to just Steam and their own thing. Aside from that, I didn't encounter any bugs or any problems like that. So yeah, I give this game solid
Oh my lord!
out of 10. I think this game is great. I definitely recommend it. And yeah, if you like the game, feel free to let me know in the comments what do you like the most about it, if you played it, that is. And if you haven't played it, just let me know what you think about the game from the footage. That being said, I will highly appreciate if you like the video, sub, and the similar stuff. You know how it goes. Either way, have a good one. Bye bye.